It's one of Connecticut's jewels, and I'm talking about the Institute for American Indian Studies, and it's nestled in 15 acres of woodland and trails in Washington, Connecticut. And every year, thousands of people go there to discover the stories of Connecticut's Native Americans. Joining us now is Dr. Lucianne Lavin, the Director of Research and Collections, to tell us more about it. Connecticut does really have this rich history of Native Americans.
Oh, it does. It goes back very, very far into the past, too.
How many different tribes have lived here? Do you have any idea?
Gosh,
There's probably countless.
Double digits.
Double digits.
At least, oh yes, but a lot of them, of course, the tribes themselves have been terminated. But those tribal people still live on in descendants. A lot of them are still affiliated, and there are, of course, tribes that have continued into this century.
So if we go to the IAIS, what will we discover?
You will discover wonderful things. We have 6 rooms that are full of exhibits on Native peoples, especially, of course, from New England and Connecticut, but we also have them from all over the Western Hemisphere. And we also have outdoor exhibits. We have a simulated archaeology site. We have a simulated rock shelter.
And what are we looking at?
Oh, yes, and this is our replicated 15th century Native American Algonquian village site.
And when you say Algonquian, this is a language that we're talking about?
Algonquian is a language, and all of the people in New England spoke, and still speak, some of them, Algonquian. And so we call it Algonquian because it's a typical village of all of the native tribal peoples who lived in southern New England.
Now, you brought along some of the artifacts that you do exhibit there, and so many interesting things here, and really tells a lot about the history. Let's take a look at this first one. This is fascinating.
Yes, this is a ground and polished stone pestle made of basalt. And it is, a pestle, of course, is used for grinding seeds and nuts and maize. But this is a special pestle because it is also a magical charm. It is a phallic pestle. And you can see right here incised is male genitalia. And it was imitative magic. What it did was male genitalia, of course, reproduce their children. It's for fertility. And so the pestle, being made in the same way as the genitalia, is also thought to induce fertility in the plants that Native people would eat.
So it was really symbolic. And how old is this?
We aren't sure, but we know they were making them all the way back to what was called the late Archaic period, and that goes back to at least 4,500 years old.
And it was found where?
This was found in Windham County in northeastern Connecticut.
What else did you bring us?
Oh, I brought quite a bit of things here. Here are a number of what we call projector points, but they are actually the stone tips of spear points, darts, and arrows. And they are all from Connecticut, and there are a variety of styles. Some artifacts actually come in a variety of styles. Often they are chronological.
And these were used for specifically?
These are used for hunting.
Hunting.
Yes, although some of them are actually knives as well, so they're used for cutting purposes. But what we can tell from this is the styles change through time, and so if we look at a certain style, it can tell us when that artifact was made approximately, and when the people who made it, what the camp dated to. For example, this particular style down here is known as a kanawa, and it has what's called a bifurcated point. It's very old. It probably dates to about 8,000 or 9,000 years old.
Let's move on to some of the items here in the box. What do you have here?
These are all scraping tools, and they are. We know they're scraping tools because, in fact, we usually can tell the function of artifacts.
And you can see the very sharp edges here.
And you can see little bites there it's called use wear. And when this particular object was used for scraping, it would go this way, and so you see all these bites on the top. This one down here was used, the bites are on the bottom, and so it was used in a gouging. And if this were made done on a soft material, it would be all polished. but it isn't, and it has these bites and striations, so it was probably used for making wooden bowls and utensils.
Now, you're
things like
also
that.
telling me that people can go there and dig up possibly, and find some of these artifacts. Is that right?
Well, we do. We have a Litchfield Hills Archaeology Club that people can join. It's open to the public. If you don't know anything about archaeology, that's fine, because we teach you. And every Sunday, we dig at a particular prehistoric dig in the area.
And you can find some things there?
Oh, we found lots of things. Right now, we're digging at a site that is about at least 5,000 years old.
Very
and
good.
lots of arrowheads there.
And also coming up soon is a festival, and we have a picture, several pictures of this. And what is happening here?
Oh yes, this is one of our past green corn festivals. Every year we have a green corn festival. It's a major Native American festival. It's a very ancient festival. Probably began about 1,000 years ago when corn was actually introduced into Connecticut. And what we have here is traditionally, and they've done this ever since the 1600s, because early historic Dutch and English accounts describe them. They're very similar to today's powwows. They have drumming, dancing, singing, feasting, native foods.
And a lot of people
storytelling.
come, and what is this one?
Oh yes,
year?
This year it will be on Saturday, August 6th on our museum grounds. We welcome the public. There's a lot of dancing, participation, and everything. And as you can see in those
A lot of
photos.
fun. Very
Yes,
good.
it is.
And if you want more information about the Institute for American Indian Studies in Washington, Connecticut, all you have to do is log on to WTNH.com and click on Connecticut Style. Dr. Lavin, thank you again for being here with us.
It was my pleasure, Jocelyn.